Welcome back to Living in Atlanta, Georgia. My name is Robert, and my wife and I are going to show you this brand new home here in the Atlanta, Georgia suburbs, and you guys are going to absolutely love it. This is an amazing floor plan, great features, and like I said, amazing location. You have a 15-acre pond, walking trails, community pool, clubhouse, you name it, has everything that you're probably looking for. But enough of all that. Let's get inside this floor plan. Tell me what you guys think. Make sure you like, subscribe. Let's get right into it.
Hey everyone, welcome to the video. Today we're going to tour around in this new beautiful model home. But before we get inside, Rob, I want you just to show everyone that porch right here because it is so adorable and so functional that you can sit out there and wave hi to your neighbors, and it just gives such nice curb appeal to this home. As you enter, you're going to come in through a double door entry, which we love for moving our stuff in. And then we're going to go into this living room. You will catch on the right-hand side that there is a hallway there, and that is a downstairs bedroom and bathroom that we're going to show you in a little bit because we know that is super important and on everyone's wish list. So let's start in the living room because this is our favorite place to start. It's also our favorite place to be in our home. We've got young kids. They love to be in here with us while we're cooking. And this would be a space that we would like, and we know a space that you guys like because you like to gather and bring your whole family together. And I think that this floor plan has a great option for you guys to have this downstairs space and so many other features that you guys are going to be excited about. What do you think about the living room, Robert?
It has a lot of natural light coming in with those windows, so I love that. You don't really need to have the lights running all day long to get that light that you're looking for. But you also have super tall ceilings, so that is always a great thing. I know a lot of the homes that we show have the exposed ceiling all the way up to the second floor. This one does not, but it still has 10-foot ceilings. You still have 8-foot doorways, so a lot of space. It makes the home feel probably bigger than it is. And also upstairs has a lot of space, and then we'll get into the basement, show you that. But this home really does have plenty of natural light through all the different windows, a lot of space inside, and a lot of features that, a lot of our buyers and clients are looking for when it comes to new construction. Now, not everyone's looking for new construction. If you guys are looking for a resale homes, that's okay. Scan our QR code right here, and this QR code will take you to our website to show you all the homes here in Atlanta, Georgia. But yeah, this home really has some great characters, great colors. I love the blonde oak floors and the contrast throughout the entire home.
Yeah, I really like this fireplace. We've been seeing a lot of electric fireplaces in some of the models, and we've talked about how we love that there's no cleanup. But you did mention this when we first got in here, Rob, that a lot of them are really tiny. They're about half the size of this. So I like how big they made this. That will put off a lot of good heat in the winter. And I love the dark contrast with the tile, with the white cabinets next to it and the light oak floors. I think it's really pretty.
Yeah, and you also have the outlets for the TV there. I'm sure they run down into the cabinets down below, but I like that feature because when you're sitting here hanging out, you want a TV place. Well, no better than over the fireplace because there really isn't any other wall except maybe that one behind you. But I think just the flow and the feng shui of this home allows the TV to be right over that fireplace.
Yeah, and if you notice, that dark accent fireplace ties in with the dark color on our island here and the dark color on the backsplash. So I think they did a really good job, since it's a nice open space, incorporating a lot of the same colors. I think it's really pretty.
I did notice that the cabinets do go all the way to the ceiling in this model. Also, the crown molding. Take a look at the crown molding, not just in the kitchen, not just in that little eat-in kitchen, but in the living room, also in the dining room area over here. So there is crown molding throughout this first floor, and I love it. Also, you have the thick window and the thick door seal, so it kind of makes everything stand out a little bit more.
Yeah, this builder is really great. They do a lot of extra features. We even went and looked at some of the already built homes, and they did some nice accent walls and crown molding in there. So you get a lot in this community. I see you eyeing that 6-burner stove over there, Rob, and I know you would be so excited about that, and maybe some of you guys as well. We only have 2 children, but we cook so much food that Robert says all the time, we're going to get a 6-burner one day. And so if you cook as much as us, this is a great kitchen for that because you have this nice 6-burner stove, and it is separate from your oven and microwave and refrigerator. So hopefully people are not in your space because we know everyone likes to be in the kitchen alone.
Yeah, I do notice that the 2 colors of the cabinets from the dark wood to the white. So I like that, kind of sets it apart a little bit. But then also the stainless steel appliances with the white. It's so popular. We're seeing it everywhere, but that backsplash is really helping a lot. We don't see that color too often. I love everything about how this home is laid out, and just those cabinets going all the way up really make the kitchen feel, I don't know, perfection.
Yeah, it's very luxurious. All right, we've got a basement that we're going to show you guys in a little bit that's going to add a lot of square footage to this home. Back here, we've got a laundry room and a 4-car garage, guys. 4 cars. We have not seen that in any other our communities. But before we do either of those things, I have to go to the backyard because I love yards, and this community actually builds good sized backyards for new homes. We've done a ton of new construction, and the space is just so tiny. And that is something that a lot of our clients want, is a good sized backyard. And I understand why, because I grew up in a big backyard and our kids have one. And it is so nice just to come out here. It's a very windy day today, but on a less windy day, enjoy this beautiful weather and have your kids play right here safely in a fenced in yard.
Yeah, this yard is massive. I also like that there's a door out to the outside because there's walking trails. That is the 15-acre pond where you can fish. I don't know if you can jump into it, but you also have the community pool right over there. In fact, this home is for sale. So if you guys are liking this home, this exact model home that we're seeing is for sale. But the reason why I say that is this is the closest home to the community pool. And why that is so important? Well, come summertime, 4th of July, neighbors are walking around with beers in their hand. Well, you're super close to that pool, get a little tipsy, walk on back to your home. You'll be good to
Or
go.
when you have to come back and forth for 800 million snacks for your children, then you're close by.
That's a dad life, mom life right there.
Yeah, but I do love this community. We've talked about the floor plans are great here, but the community is also so amazing. So many amenities that Robert just touched on. It's beautiful. You're in a very great location. You're close to the freeway, close to shopping, and the schools are right outside of the neighborhood here. So
Literally
if
on
you're
the other side of the road there.
yeah, if you're thinking that all this sounds good and you want more information or you want to come check out this area, call us, text us, email us, or you can even fill out this QR code with your information and then we can reach out to you guys, because this community is going to sell fast. There's a little over 200 homes in here, but with the prices starting in the $775 range and all of the stuff you get with the HOA, I don't see these being available for very long.
And you know what? It's not just this backyard that is big. It seems like all the backyards, the other 2 homes that we were in earlier this morning also had large backyards in this subdivision. So I like that. The builder did a great job and didn't slam every home right next to each other. This isn't your typical Toll Brothers or Pulte builder. This builder has been around for 40, 50 years, very reputable. They build in great locations. So I like what they did in this community with that lot size.
Yes. So this table right here is not my favorite. I don't think it's in a great space. You can leave it or you can get rid of it because we still have a dining room that we have not seen yet. So I just wanted to let you know, if you felt like this was crowded, don't worry, there's another space to eat. And then you do have a nice walk-in pantry here that is separate from the area going out to the garage. So it is nice that you're going to have a little bit of space between the 2 areas.
Even tall ceilings in the pantry as well.
Sorry, I feel like my hair, it was really windy. My hair's a little crazy. All right, should we talk about the basement or do we want to go towards the 4-car garage? What do you think?
Let's go to the 4-car garage.
Okay, so Rob, you go in there first because this is our little mud area drop space. There's little built-ins there with cubbies for your kids to throw their shoes and their backpacks in. And then right off the side of the cubby area is your downstairs laundry. So I love this space. The kids can come in, take off all their dirty stuff, throw it right there in the laundry room. You even have a sink and countertop, so if you need to do extra scrubbing, it's super convenient. And there's a good amount of space in there too.
Yeah, I like the colors in here, electric dryer, so that's always nice. Cost of electricity here in Georgia is pretty inexpensive. That is the garage. That's a 2-car garage. We're going to show you where the other 2-car is in this home. But before we do that, I want to show you, this is the little guest bathroom down here on the main level, but it's not the only bathroom because there is the ensuite that has a bathroom. So that's nice to have that. Now, this is a 2-car garage. The builder uses this for some extra storage. So this is one of the 2-car garage that you get in this home. So they have, decent amount of space in here, but if that is not enough, you have this 2-car garage over on this side. And what I like about this side is it seems like the ceilings are a little bit taller. So if you need to put a car lift in or extra storage, you can do so in there. You also have the attic space right up there, so you may not be able to see it right over there. And then you also have one here, but don't worry, there is actually attic space in the home as well. So Ooh, I like that. You also have brick going into the house.
I didn't realize there's actually outlets in here and they put their little coffee Keurig over here.
That's
And I
smart.
know for some people they may like that because they don't like how it looks from the countertops out here. So very smart that they put some outlets there. All right, as we come back through the kitchen, this will be the door to the basement that we'll talk about in a little bit here. But let's head over to this dining room because I did mention if you don't want to put that table right by that sliding glass door, you do have a nice sized dining room right here where you can do all of your eating in. And like Robert said, it is so close to the kitchen. Our kids love to try to carry everything at once from the dining room to the kitchen, and so much spills and breaks. So this is great. They've only got to take like 5 steps and they're already in the kitchen.
I just love this dining room. There's so much character from the wall to the ceilings everywhere, and it's a great location there off the front door, so I like that.
Yeah,
But not a huge dining room area. That is a, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seater. So can't get much bigger than that, but still good enough space because there's the eat-in kitchen on the other side of the island.
yes, it definitely can sit in both places. So when you guys came in, the front door's right here. We did skip that dining room and we skipped this office space so we can just peek in there. This is where they're using their sales office right now. So they got a lot of stuff going on in there. But this is a great size office with beautiful windows for sunlight. So you not only have a downstairs bedroom here, but you also have an office space. So you don't have to choose between the two or lose one of those. You're going to get both on this floor plan, which we know is important since a lot of people now work from home. So we need both those spaces. So we'll go into this ensuite bedroom and bathroom down here. Once again, they're using it for storage. You can see all the different tile and woodwork that you can choose from. But this is a great sized bedroom. You still have those tall ceilings. And like Robert mentioned, this is an ensuite. So that bathroom is actually attached to this bedroom, which is super important if someone really wants that privacy and they don't have to share that bathroom because we just showed you the one leading towards the garage. So this is a great space.
Yeah, no, this is a great space for that. Now, this is a brand new model just opened up, so they're still organizing everything. So it still looks pretty spacious with all the junk in here. And then, of course, you have the bathroom down here. Now, this is a good sized bathroom, almost a zero entry shower, which I like that. So if you have any in-laws that are staying with you, easy to get in and out. I love the colors, but it's also very big. It's a good size. And then the tile floor in the shower matches the tile floor outside of the shower. And then, of course, you have the toilet on that side. Now, what I like, the toilet being away from the shower, even though it's in there, you don't have to sit there and stare at someone in the shower while you're taking a shit and they're staring at you, you know? So not too bad. Now, what's behind there, Em?
This is just going to be a coat closet. They've got it full of stuff in there, but at least you have a little coat closet there and then still storage by the laundry room. Basement, it's going to be unfinished. In all these communities, they do give you unfinished basements. It's potential for you to finish it off later on, but it adds additional square footage to you. So we're going to head upstairs. We're going to show you what's up there. If you're thinking you like this floor plan, but you don't love that the stairs go directly out to that front door, don't worry. There is a floor plan almost identical to this, and the stairs are facing a different way, and that home is built and ready to be bought in this neighborhood now. So reach out because we can take you over to that floor plan. But let's go upstairs and show you what we got. As you come up to the second floor, there is a double door here. We're going to show you what's behind there in just a moment. But you are welcomed into this huge loft space up here, which we love having this space for our kids, especially as your kids are getting older. They sometimes can have their own space up here while you get to use that living room downstairs. And you can do so much with this space. We've seen people turn it into movie rooms. We've seen people have like games up here, ping pong, shuffleboard, and we've also seen people do built-in desks so their kids can work and do their homework here separate from their bedroom.
Take a look. You have the crown molding up here as well. You don't see that too often. So looks like there's a couple rooms behind me. Now, what's over there, Em?
We've got 2 rooms on this side and 2 rooms behind you. So a total of 4 bedrooms up here, and adding that bedroom downstairs, that's a total of 5 bedrooms in this home. So let's head into this room here. This is the girly room. This is the one our daughter liked when we were touring this home, just because they set it up so cute. You'll notice they're all a really good size. You mentioned that when we walked this home earlier, Rob. I love the tall pitch ceiling in here. There's a great size to be able to put their bed, their dresser.
You also a walk-in closet on that side? Is that what that is? Or is it just a standard? Well, let's
should
take a
just be a
look.
closet.
All right, so it is a
in there.
walk-in closet, pretty
Yeah.
good size. There is a light in there, so kind of give you guys an idea, and it goes around the bend there. So Pretty good sized walk-in closet. Now, this is the smallest room out of all the rooms upstairs. So stay tuned as we show you the other rooms and let me know if you think this room is big enough for you. Well,
So
I guess your kids maybe.
yeah, we got a Jack and Jill bathroom, which we love, and they did it right. They put the sinks here, and then they put the toilet and the shower separate. So
Smart.
one person can be brushing teeth and getting ready while the other is still in the shower, because we know kids love to move extremely slow in the mornings when it's time to go to school, but anything else, they're fast. So we love that they can be separated and share that space. And you're going to come right into this second bedroom here. Oh, this light got turned off. See if we can make it a little brighter in here for you guys.
You really don't need to turn the light on because there's so much natural light coming to this
I know.
as well.
It is such a sunny day today. It's really pretty out there.
All right, so there is the attic space we talked about. There's 2 in the garage, and then you have 1 up there, so I like that. Just more additional storage space for the totes, the holiday stuff. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So those are both good sized bedrooms, and we still have 2 more to feature on this side. I love how open this feels. I'm not a fan of upstairs areas that just have hallways. It feels really kind of claustrophobic, but this feels so nice and open as you're walking from one side to the other.
Yeah, and I like the stairs. They're not just straight up. They have a little bit of a landing and then a turn. And then you got the tall ceilings right in the grand entrance. So that looks really good with a nice big chandelier. That chandelier is huge. And then you have the double door entry, of course. So, all right, we're going to go in right into that room. But before we do it, we're going to go over here and follow Miss Amber.
Yeah, so this might be the room your kids fight over, not because it's the biggest, but it has its own bathroom attached. So, you know, if you have those kids that are very particular, my daughter, and they want their own space that they can keep clean, this one has your nice little walk-in closet and then its own bathroom in there that you can show them, Rob, so they'd have their own space.
Good size walk-in closet. Got the light in there, which I like as well. I can't stand when you go into a closet and there's no light. I just don't understand that at all. Yeah, okay, so this one has a tub, which I like that. The Jack and Jill did not have a tub. Not a big deal because if you are building your home, you can customize and choose all that. But if you're looking and you're interested in this exact home, not a big deal because there's another tub upstairs. Let's keep going.
So you guys might have already guessed what's behind the double doors because you haven't seen that part yet. And that would be the primary bedroom.
The massive primary bedroom.
Massive.
So you have double door entry going into the primary bedroom. You don't see that too often. I do like that.
I know, it kind of makes you feel like a king and the queen of the
Yes.
house. Double door entry, tall ceilings that are very nice and cut out. And you have your own fireplace in here.
That is a really nice feature.
Yeah, that's super exciting because we talked about getting cold in the winter of Georgia, and sometimes you just need a little extra heat. I could see our dog laying right there, soaking up all that heat at nighttime in here.
Yeah, this room, anytime you have a primary bedroom that's big enough for a bed and a couch, you know
Yeah.
you're living your best life. So take a look. You got a couch in here. They didn't do a great job in staging it just because they just opened up. I think they're going to be staging another home here pretty soon, but it gives you a really good idea how big this room is from left to right. And then, of course, you always have an outlet for the TV. You hear me saying that quite often. Now, another thing you don't see too often is a double door entry, not only into the bedroom, but also into the bathroom too.
Which I love for moving stuff in and then not feeling so crowded as you're walking in
Are
and
you
out.
moving a lot of things into the primary bedroom
Yeah,
and
you gotta
bathroom
put
that I
all the
don't know
stuff
about?
in the closet. Big old boxes. All right, so one of the first things that Robert loves about this shower is we've seen a lot of showers that are going lengthwise, super long, multiple shower heads, but he was like, Amber, this one's actually super wide. And that's important because some of the older homes, you go like this to wash your hair and your elbows are already hitting the walls. So I'm not only 5 foot, but I can't even touch all the way there.
It's a 5x6 shower, so that's
Yes.
pretty cool. I like that. And that's a big long shower head too. That's actually a dual shower head.
Yep.
So if you guys are liking this home and you need a dual shower head, this one will just work for you. I would see us washing our dog Phoenix in there though.
Yeah,
plenty
I
of
know.
room.
When it's cold outside, she's got to be washed indoors. And then you still get your nice big garden tub. So I love that there's space for it. They put a window here for sunlight, but they are smart. And they put that like frosted glass, or whatever they call it.
Privacy.
So people, you don't have to put curtains up and lose that sunlight. You still get the sunlight, but nobody can see all your business going on in here.
I like the little cutout there for all the women that
Yeah.
like to put their makeup on. Got a little place for the chair.
Or I could at least sit Desiree in a chair to do her hair. She's getting too tall for me while she's standing now. So that's a good space if you've got kids and you're doing their hair constantly. But
I like the colors they did with the
yeah,
color of the floor that matches the cabinets, has that gray color. And
yeah.
then take a look how big those baseboards are. You just don't see baseboards that thick in a master or a primary bathroom or throughout the house. So you're finding it in here and
In the water closet.
in the water closet,
Yep.
aka the toilet.
Love having the toilet separate, a little bit more storage right here just for your linens. Nothing super exciting, but we also do have a nice walk-in closet that
Wow.
is through your bathroom. I do love it being separate from your bedroom because I feel like it gives you more space with those bedroom walls, not having the closet right there.
This thing is huge.
Yeah, it's a great space. It's not, it didn't overdo it. They did enough for hers and his sides with hers and his sinks, and everyone has their space and can be spread out. So
Yeah, so this has a really good flow, but I just like how wide it is. Just like you talked about how wide the loft area is. It's
yeah.
also wide in here. It doesn't feel super tight like you do in some other primary bedrooms. Even when the homes are brand new homes, a massive 5,000 square foot home, and then the primary bathroom is so tiny, you're like, what is this junk?
Yeah, this is a great floor plan. And like we said, there's another floor plan very similar to this. The stair is a little bit turned and there's a little bit different feature downstairs, but it's very close to this floor plan plus some other floor plans in this community. We talked about price earlier in this community. They are starting at $775,000, not this model, a different model. But there's multiple floor plans in here, a little over 200 homes. You've got your HOA that gives you great community, and all these homes range from 3,000 to 6,000 square feet, and that would be probably including your basement. So there's multiple homes in this neighborhood that can have a basement and multiple homes on slab. If you guys are liking this community and you want to come see it, or you just want a little bit more information and want to talk to us, reach out so we can help you guys. Our phone number and email is on the screen here, and we will see you guys next time with the next home tour.